Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Guys Kama TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Yesterday, Babu Owino and Mike Bovi Sonko met. And actually, it is Babu Owino who visited Sonko at his residence. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no accidents in politics. Things do not happen by chance in politics. Therefore, when you see these two gentlemen meeting, something is cooking. And in this video, I want us to look at what is cooking here. I want to review to you guys what these two guys are after. Sonko is not your ordinary person. The same case applies to Babu Owino. If you look at the two gentlemen, their politics revolve around Nairobi. So, what brought them together? Number one, considering that it is Babu Owino who visited Mike Sonko, most likely Mike Sonko is the one who is going to support Babu Owino for that position of the governor. Most likely Babu Owino had gone to ask for the support of Mike Bovi Sonko for the gubernatorial post of Nairobi. And you agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that if Sonko decided to back Babu Owino for that position, Sakaja should forget that position. Babu Owino will carry the day in the morning. Looking at the fact that these two guys are good mobilizers, you cannot match their mobilization skills with anybody in politics today. And knowing that Mike Sonko is streetwise, he knows Nairobi like the back of his hand. He understands Nairobi. His generosity is known. And in the past, he was a governor. Then we can conclude that most likely this is what Babu wanted. And considering that these are the guys who play their politics around Nairobi, then you can see the interest. That's why we are saying there are no accidents. Things do not happen by chance in politics. Number two, most likely they may decide to unite behind a certain presidential candidate. And I know for sure this candidate cannot be William Samoei Ruto. I know for sure this candidate could either be Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, because I've seen Babu Owino with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka several times, and I've seen Kalonzo talking very well about Mike Bovi Sonko, and the fact that Kalonzo and Bovi Sonko have common ancestry can only bring them together. I don't know which other presidential candidate these leaders are likely to support. Number three, which is very unlikely, but it's a possibility because in politics anything is possible. If you look at Mike Bovi Sonko, he's generous to a man. If you look at Mike Bovi Sonko, he's a man of deep pockets. So most likely, maybe Babu Owino is looking for financial support. And who would not like financial support? You know, when it comes to campaigning, you need a lot of money. A lot of money is needed in Kenya. Kwa sababu ya vile siasa zilivyo, mkono mtupu haulabwi. And the fact that maybe Babu Owino, you know, Babu Owino has not been in politics for long. And if you look at Babu Owino, he doesn't seem to have accumulated a lot of wealth compared to other leaders. So the fact that Mike Bovi Sonko is a billionaire, you only need to look at his house. This man lives in a house that is whose furniture, I don't know whether it's a little gold, but it is golden. Everything is gold. And this is very, very interesting. I don't know what comes to your mind when you see Mike Bovi Sonko. What comes to your mind? There are those who see bling bling. There are those who see the dressing like in In a thumbnail here, you see the kind of dressing that he's wearing, and I find him funny, and a self-made person. The kind of person I see, a man who live or eat life. I'm using the word eat. Will eat life with a big spoon. It doesn't miss word, even when he's talking. The other reason is that these guys could be planning to form a political party. Yes, it's a possibility. I don't see Babu going far with ODM. When I look at the voters who are in ODM, they cannot let him realize his political career. They cannot allow him. Because you see, most of the time, they don't listen to him. Most of the time, they try to creep his wing. Most of the time, they feel threatened. The fact that he's youthful is that most likely they would like to do away with him. And Babu Owino is likely to form a political party. I've seen in the past Babu Owino meeting Dede Nyoro, and now he's meeting Mike Sonko. This one can tell you that this is a man with a vision. This is a man who has a dream, and this dream cannot be realized in ODM. So most likely, he is likely to form a political party. But the big question is he going to succeed? Definitely, if you ask me, yes, he can easily succeed. The other reason that could bring these two leaders together is that maybe they want to ring fence Nairobi. They want to consolidate the votes of Nairobi. Maybe they want to prevent William Samoei Ruto from penetrating Nairobi. And you can agree with me, if these two leaders decide to ring fence Nairobi, it will be very, very difficult for William Samoei Ruto to win votes in Nairobi. What I know is that William Samoei Ruto will have enough time when it comes to campaigning in Nairobi, when it comes to winning votes in Nairobi. Today, I believe that Babu Owino has a huge following in Nairobi, even more than Raila Amolo Odinga. That's what I think. Because when you look at a majority of people who have been supporting Raila Amolo Odinga, most of them are above 50 years. In a country where only 6% of the population is above 60 years, just 6% above 60 years. And you can imagine where the youth are now. And that's why, if these guys decide to ring fence Nairobi, it will become very, very difficult for these guys to be ignored. So any person, any candidate who want to win the Nairobi votes must come through these two gentlemen. Last but not least, the card of impeaching Johnson Sakaja could be in the offing. Plans could be mooted. These are leaders who can be able to convince members of the county assembly. These are leaders who can actually mobilize the leadership of the county assembly and unite and impeach Sakaja. If that one happens, then they'll be able to tell Kenyans that they are powerful. They'll be able to communicate the message of what they can do if they unite. Because you see, these guys cannot just wake up and decide to meet without any reason. There must be a reason why they are meeting. They must have objectives. They must have aims. And these objectives is what we have discussed here. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think. That is just my take. That's my opinion. You can maybe write your opinion in the comment section. Say anything that you think. Do you think these are guys who can do anything? Do you think their presence can be felt? The only challenge here is that Mike Sonko may not be able to vie for any elective post as per the ruling of the court. So guys, have a blessed Friday. Bye-bye.